As an archipelagic nation, the Japanese people have had a close relationship with the sea for centuries. The ocean has been a source of food, trade routes, and inspiration for art and folklore, including the famous painting The Great Wave of Kanagawa by the Japanese artist Katsushika Hokusai. In Shinto beliefs, they worship nature spirits called kami. The sea itself has many kami, including the sea god Susanoo, the fisherman's god Ebisu, and the sea goddess Otohime. Apart from Shinto religious beliefs, there are also various folk tales about different types of sea monsters. Here are the secrets and mythology of Japan's oceans that are guaranteed to give you goosebumps. Umi Bozu. Umi Bozu is a yokai or strange apparition in Japanese folklore, taking the form of a giant, black-skinned, human-like creature. In Japanese, Umi Bozu means sea monk. Usually, Umi Bozu often appear before sailors on calm seas and clear weather, which then quickly turns chaotic. This can destroy ships and drown everybody on board. The origin of this creature is unclear, as there are no stories that specifically refer to the cause of its creation or first appearance. One theory about the origin of Umi Bozu is that they are the spirits of dead monks who were thrown into the sea by Japanese villagers for some reason. These monks' bodies had no place to be buried, so their souls inhabit the ocean and haunt it in the form of dark shadows, starting to take revenge on any unfortunate souls that encounter them. They are thought to suddenly appear on the surface of a previously calm sea as a giant black bozu head and destroy ships. Their length is estimated to reach tens of meters, so they are considered quite large. However, some say that Umi Bozu have a relatively small size. Not only that, Umi Bozu often come in groups and attack ships by clinging to the hull and rocking it. Sometimes they also make sounds like saying ya ya, and when hit they scream like aitata. Each region of Japan has a different version of the mythological creature Umi Bozu. For example, in Kesenuma Oshima, Miyagi Prefecture, Umi Bozu are said to be able to change their appearance into beautiful women and have been involved in swimming contests with humans. Then, in Uwajima, Ehime Prefecture, Umi Bozu is said to be able to transform into Zato, or blind people, and kill many women. However, in Uwajima itself, there is also a belief that anyone who sees an Umi Bozu will have a long life. In contrast, in Wakayama Prefecture, the figure called Umi Bozu Kimiura is actually depicted as having a strange appearance, like a large monkey with brown fur, orange eyes, a crocodile-like mouth, a fish body, and a lobster tail. This figure was reported to have been seen on December 26, 1888 in Miidera, Wakayama Prefecture, with a height of about 7 to 8 feet and weighing up to 496 to 579 pounds. However, there is an effective way to escape from Umi Bozu attacks. One of them is by giving it a bottomless barrel and sailing away while it is confused. In addition, they also have a weakness to tobacco smoke, so it can be a way to save oneself from these creatures. 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗎 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗎, also known as the Dragon's Triangle or the Devil's Sea, is an area in the Pacific Ocean precisely located around Miyake Island or 100 kilometers south of Tokyo. This sea, also known as the Pacific Bermuda Triangle, has claimed many lives and sunk ships. However, the exact location of 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗎 is still debated because some reports claim different distances to the area. Therefore, 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗎 is not officially included on the map, as the size and circumference of these waters are unknown. The name Dragon's Triangle comes from an ancient legend that tells of dragons living beneath the surface of the sea and often attacking every passing ship to satisfy their hunger. Interestingly, this folktale, which is estimated to have existed since 1000 BC, actually originates from Chinese tales. One of the cases that occurred in this sea was the disappearance of a Mitsubishi A6M0 aircraft in August 1945. The last message picked up by Zero Wing Commander 𝗤𝗄𝗲𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗯 Kawamoto remains unsolved to this day, where he said, "Something is happening in the sky. The sky is opening." In addition, a research vessel named Kaiyomaru No. 5, sent by the Japanese government in 1952, also had to face the same fate when passing through this Devil's Sea. The wreckage of Kaiyomaru No. 5 was successfully found, but not the whereabouts of its 31 crew members. 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗎 has similarities with the Bermuda Triangle and is associated with the Weyl vortices, which are phenomena in waters that have strange physical anomalies and phenomena that even scientists find difficult to explain. This condition is often associated with a stronger electromagnetic wave pull than other places. Thus, this disturbance can affect ship and aircraft instruments, causing these means of transportation to disappear without a trace. Not only that, there are other hypotheses that suggest there are underwater volcanoes in these mysterious waters, whose eruptions are thought to trigger the disappearances of ships and planes that are passing by. Yonaguni-Jima. A strange underwater rock formation in Japanese waters has long been debated by many scientists. The Yonaguni Underwater Formation, or Yonaguni-Jima 𝗖𝗂𝗃𝗃, is located off the coast of the Ryukyu Islands, Japan. This site was first discovered by the chairman of the Yonaguni-cho Tourism Association, Kihachiro Aratake, in 1987, who was then looking for a good position to observe the population of hammerhead sharks. This rock formation is 5 times the size of a soccer field, and many speculate that this formation marks the ruins of the ancient civilization of Atlantis that sank due to an earthquake about 2,000 years ago. A professor of marine geology from the University of the Ryukyus, Masaaki Kimura, actually said that this structure was once inhabited by humans 5,000 years ago, based on the dating of its stalagmites. At this site, a 2-hand-sized rock with 2 holes was also found, which is believed to have previously been hung with 2 ropes tied. In addition, there are also stones carved to resemble human faces, turtles, and formations that neatly form stairs. The turtle structure is associated with the Japanese legend Ryujin, who lives in an underwater castle. It is also estimated that this rock structure was once inhabited by humans, as holes were found to support pillars or water pools as ancient baths. Unfortunately, this unique and mysterious site is thought to have sunk due to a large tsunami that hit in April 1771 with a height of 40 meters. It is possible that this ancient civilization had been hit by the same disaster in a more distant past. Ningen. Lastly, there is a mysterious creature that adds to the list of hunts for cryptozoology experts. This creature is called Ningen, which in Japanese means human, and has a height of about 20 to 30 meters. Ningen is one of the cryptids that make cryptozoology experts curious. Cryptids themselves are creatures in the form of animals or plants that are said to exist but are not known by scientific consensus and are often difficult to believe in their truth. It is known that Ningen has a physical form of a pale white figure, has a torso and fingers like those of humans, has a tail like a mermaid's tail, has minimal facial features with a small mouth slit and two eyes that look empty. This mysterious creature is often seen at night in cold waters such as polar regions. The origin of this creature is not yet known, but some opinions state that Ningen is a living being, while others consider Ningen to be an artificial creature originating from outside the planet or from the depths of the earth. In November 2007, a print media in Japan discussed the Ningen phenomenon, which is thought to be an artificial organism secretly produced by Japanese scientists and placed in Antarctica. Although its existence is still in doubt, a number of blurry photos and videos circulating on the internet are intended to show the Ningen creature in its natural environment. Some speculate that the Japanese government may be involved in covering up this much talked about creature because of the rare chemical compounds it may produce that are medicinal or highly poisonous and can be used as weapons. Until now, there has been no further clarity regarding the existence of Ningen, because its location would require an expedition funded with a large budget and crew members who have knowledge of the Arctic region.